Like to start. We got new news brought to us by Ron X. Drake
Uh-huh.
is Drake is in the headlines again.
Drake.
But since it's
Drake.
so fresh, we can just start that.
Let's do it then. Drake. So we going. Drake is allegedly accused. His biggest song right now, family, for everybody who don't know. Drake is being accused of stealing Nokia. We all know that's a top 7 song on Billboard. That's one of his biggest commercial hits to date. Right now it's trending. It's kind of like the only song from the album that he put out that's kind of trending up. You guys y'all wanna kind of weigh in on that as I pull it up?
I mean, I hear a lot about the greatest talk. I don't see how you could be the greatest if you're out here getting alley oops all the time. You know what I mean? Feel like you got a great team, a great squad. You know,
I mean, but he not the only rapper that does that though.
Facts,
Pretty sure like
facts.
every rapper does that. They steal samples from other musicians. Like
But is
what?
it okay? Can I pose a question to everybody? Is it stealing if the other creator artist got credit on the song, as you see on the screen?
Nah,
Like for example, like the Alicia Cole's, say Alicia Cole, Alicia Keys' "Unthinkable" song. Drake wrote that song. He didn't get no credit from that song. Nobody never knew he wrote that song about Nicki. He didn't get no.
That's
okay.
a gem right there.
But look,
Nobody.
look, that's R&B. That's R&B. We know R&B singers um are known for not writing their stuff. We don't look at R&B songs for um like credibility, you know. We just want to hear a good song. But when it comes to hip hop is different because it's based off of realness, you know. For your biggest song, you know, for you to be flexing like you one of the greatest musicians, greatest dudes out here that's in the rap world, and from ad libs to it's just you switching out your voice for his voice or his voice for your voice. I don't know how great that is. And Nokia is lightweight mid anyway.
Is it? It's actually not one of my
thank you,
favorites.
thank
It's one of
you,
my favorites off the album.
thank you,
It's one of my
thank you.
favorites off the album. Not only that, I kind of called it. I knew it was gonna be a hit just off sonically and the sonics of it. Drake one. If
I
Drake's
think
go ahead.
I think what is this? Superman, Spider-Man?
Oh, it's
I don't know
incredible.
what the title is.
Yeah, Superman
Yeah, I
Spider
think
Man's
that's a
incredible
better
too.
I think that's a better song
But would it?
sonically.
I do. I think it's a better song as well. But commercially, it's not going to go as far. I don't feel. And if I
Yeah.
pull up Billboard, I don't even know if it's top 25.
But no, but I
Yeah,
don't even
pull up
think no.
Billboard real quick.
You said what?
Pull
He
up
said pull up
Billboard.
Billboard.
So y'all want to pull up Billboard? Let's pull up Billboard. Give me one
Hmm.
second. Give me 1 second.
That's my only why he doing that. That's my only issue with Drake. And any rapper that's talking about they the greatest, like even Ye.
But hey, didn't Kendrick steal somebody's lyrics? If I'm not mistaken.
We gonna need facts on that. We
Yeah,
need
yeah.
video.
Still, what did he steal? You got a reference? Place a reference. I can pull up.
I mean, Drake got whole. I mean, we got libraries full of material.
Yeah, Drake is known for collaborating with multiple different artists all over, the
Yeah,
genres.
I love Ye. I love Ye's catalog, but Ye be out here talking like he the greatest ever. When this nigga is talking about, man, Drake should be my writer, Trav should be my producer. I'm like, bruh, what you doing then? If you so great, what you need all these other people doing everything for you?
So do that. Okay, let
So,
You
me
know?
ask. Does
so
that
you
make
feel
me?
like
Go ahead, Jim.
you feel, so you feel like as a artist, you should if you want to be considered one of the greatest, you supposed to do it all by yourself.
No, 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 no. Well, so look at it like this. Like we'll just take Kanye. I was rewatching that that interview with Ack, and Kanye is saying that he's the greatest artist to do it. And I'm like, well, give me the argument of why you are the greatest. You know, I can see why that nigga is great. You know, did all of that sound come from you, or were you just hopping on the bandwagon of great people and letting that launch you to where you wanted to go? Um, um, is Ye really that greatest, or is Drake really the greatest when it's a team effort? I think you got y'all just had great teams. There's nothing wrong with that.
But can I pose a question though? So in other genres, we're not gonna compare genres, right? But when you're Drake, when you're Ye, when you're in some sense, if you're Travis Scott, if you're Future, if you are a big name artist, if you look across the genre landscape, y'all, all other genres, their voice of the genre, like the Taylor Swifts, the Morgan Wallens, though in any other genre, they all have teams. So I
Right.
feel like when you're the voice of your genre or one of those pivotal voices, why not have those teams? Because you're speaking for the genre essentially. It's the same select name. It's always gonna be the same 5 or 6 names listed for the Grammys, listed for all the the big name awards. Why not have a team though? I just
I
pose
don't
that.
think
I just pose that question.
I don't think they're wrong with having a team that you. It's just like I just feel like having a team not only makes it easier, but it's like it works out the best.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. But I look at it like this. Would if Jordan didn't have the team that he had, would he have all of those rings?
That
No.
okay.
But Jordan would have still been an amazing artist or basketball player by himself. He would have still had scoring records and stuff like that. He just would be Midas rings.
Okay.
Um, I I think that as far as the only reason that I feel this way about hip hop is because what hip hop is based off of is based off of realness. You know, nigga, I'm trying to hear your story. I'm connecting with your story. You know, um, a dope boy listens to dope boy music because it's talking about their lifestyle, and they know that this nigga done went through what they going through. They can connect with that. You know, when you find out that that nigga's a fraud, you like, nigga, you ain't really you telling my story, but it ain't your story.
Yeah, I can't
You know,
identify.
you lightweight, you just capitalizing off of my situation. Like, how can I truly respect that? You ain't, nigga, I done been to jail like 6, 7 times, you know. You ain't never been there. Like, you talking about this stuff, but it's not based off of your reality. And I can only go back to the concept of we are men,
Okay.
and we have conversations all the time. And all of us got that one dude who's in the conversation, and this nigga is cap all the time. He telling you about, like, yo, my man, I got this, I got that. I've been messing with this chick, you know, I woo woo woo. And then for you to find out all of this nigga's highlights is not real. Like, nigga, that's that nigga's story. You know? I can respect it coming from this nigga because he actually lived it. What made 50 Cent so great was that his story was so real. Like, this nigga literally was shot 9 times.
I ain't trying
Like,
to throw you off, but just like that, that man, the guy with the Chiefs that you be moving with at work,
okay.
everything he say,
Well,
everything
not
he, I feel like
I,
he's just living a fantasy.
well, okay, we'll talk on him. Everything that my man is saying ain't really cap. My man, he does have his own record label. Like, that's
Yeah,
facts.
and you could the way how he speak, like you could tell, like he got a vision on it. He just don't execute how you wanted to execute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He got music out. Um, he listen. I think some certain things just they did not have sweet tea. That's cool. This is Dr. Pepper. Okay, that's straight. Nice. My wife just brought me home some food.
Yeah.
Love
And
you.
also, I wanted to say, how
I
can
catch
any
people.
rapper?
Hey,
Hey, how can any artist be great if every artist need a team?
all right. What you mean by
Everybody
that?
Well,
Can you be more specific about that?
like earlier he was trying to like basically what June was saying like when he had started talking he was saying like how he was trying to basically say like how can any of these artists be great when they all need teams? I'm pretty sure everybody need a team to like to better their voice in this atmosphere.
okay. I'll put it this way. Um, if we all on the same team, and
Okay.
I'm that nigga who's saying, "Hey, I'm the greatest."
All right.
When all of us worked on this thing,
So you feel
you
like they could be like saying more about they had a team do this shit?
like, "Hey, I got a dope squad. I got a dope producer. You know, this is
It's
this
just
is
the
this,
face of their team. They the face and the voice of their team.
Yeah, he like the
Team
LeBron.
Yeah.
still they team
Yep.
still
That's
get
where I
He
was
like the
going.
LeBron and
That's where I was
all
going with it.
all that stuff.
they
hold
they
on,
they
hold on. So look, the difference in this is we'll just take Nokia for instance.
All right. Yep. That's the main
okay
topic.
cool.
That is the main time.
LeBron is out there putting up points because he's the face of the team because that nigga has he's the skill. You
All
know,
right.
now he got Luca. LeBron got the skill. These other niggas is just fill-ins. Like
Oh.
you
Yep.
could replace these people with another nigga and he'll still be doing the same stuff.
Okay.
Correct.
If this is what I'm saying, if you did that with Drake's team, I don't think it'll be the same result.
I don't know though, because I feel like I don't think you can put any like that's just like saying you can give another nigga a song and it's gonna be the same. Sometimes it's the way a nigga deliver it,
Yeah.
what he's
It's
saying.
a yeah. I think Drake brings a lot to that factor. 'Cause, I mean, if we do Quinn Miller, right? If we talk about the Quinn Miller shit, Quinn Miller is actually cold, right? But a lot of those songs that he was and those ideas he came up with, he didn't deliver them the best, like at all.
Right.
Well,
That's what I'm
Do
saying.
you want to hear that shit from him?
hold on. Hold on. So look,
And I do though
there's
personally. Shout
factors.
out QM for sure from Atlanta for sure.
There's actual factors to why you're saying what you're saying. One, Drake has a hell of push behind him. Also, Quentin Miller don't have the same mixers and masters and all of the magic that Drake has behind him. Now imagine if Drake had the same mixers. I mean, Quentin had the same mixers and masters. He had the same budget behind him. He had the same um, push. You don't know. I mean, we could be talking about Quentin Miller and not Drake.
And you're right, but at the same time, like Drake also didn't start off, you feel me, like with everything he got now. Like he still had to earn that with his talent. Not just cause he had a team and shit. See what I'm saying? He was around the right people, the right situation, and he was able to take advantage and go to a different point.
Yeah, he
So why
he
not
had.
folks who can help me out and keep me on top?
But I believe I'm a strong person in believing that um you give life to the people that give life to you. You
Okay.
know,
So you feel
Okay.
like
I
he
think
don't create a good team enough.
yeah, like I mean, all of this, you saying that you the GOAT, that's you saying that this is coming from me. Like I'm him. I'm like, bro, you're being helped like a lot. Like, I mean, when you understand the industry and you understand like a lot of Drake, yes, a lot of people talk about Drake be giving out the stimulus package. But people look at that as if it's such a one-sided thing. Like, oh, Drake is really helping these people. Like, them songs have motion behind them,
Absolutely.
also.
And for
And
example, you got Fetty Wap, artists, right? You got Fetty Wap, Migos, Gucci, Future. I love McCone and shout out to all these artists. You know,
mhm,
Wave, Drake kind of rode their wave. Continue.
yeah,
Songs
like
already had
it's
motion.
Yeah, they was already doing stuff. And I'm not really, my goal isn't to be like the Drake hater, but I
No, I
I
don't,
want to be the person that gives
I don't think
reality
you
too.
hating at all though. All I'm
Okay,
saying
well I
is,
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
all
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
saying
either. I
is,
don't either.
I feel like it all depends on perspective on who it's coming from. Like you feel like you want your artist or who you think the greatest to be authentically himself, and it come from him, and feel what I'm saying. But that don't mean Drake ain't what he's saying. He might, because you said he was about jail and stuff like that. Drake don't really rap about shit like that. Most of the time he rapping about a girl or just like vibing or just fun shit. I
Yeah,
don't think
but
Drake is considered a street nigga.
well, but Drake do be talking that, man, I'm about to catch a body. I'm about to you look at headlines. This nigga was talking. This nigga was with gang gang. Nigga had the Nike gloves on. Nigga had the the shiesty. You know, he was talking. He talking mob ties. That nigga talking about offing niggas.
But see, when
You know,
niggas get money, that's what I mean. You
but
can
look. So tell me this. Tell me this. I could respect. I could truly respect a nigga who I may not get down with it or agree with it, but it's a difference between a nigga who can look a nigga in the eyes and pull a trigger and you see the life leave this nigga body. That's a different nigga than a nigga who
They don't
I got.
always come from the ghetto either. You could be on. You could have a regular life and just be a regular, degular, just
Yeah,
cool, and still do that.
yeah, I mean the mafia. Them niggas not coming from the hood, you
Yeah.
know. And they whacking stuff for real. But this is what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference between a person who can go and pull a trigger and see the life leaving the person's body and go home and eat and talk to their kids between a dude who is saying, "Hey, I got 500,000. Go take this nigga out and tell me when it's done." Like I don't know, man. It's just certain things where I'm like, bro, I just be you, bro. Just be that guy who has girl problems. I mean, I'm like Kendrick when he said I like Drake with the melodies, man.
So who would you say? Who is your not your favorite? I would say who would you consider the greatest? And that'll tell me why you think the way you think about Drake.
Well, I think I feel it a little different because I am an artist. I'm a person who produces um music, fashion. I'm and when you're in this world, there is a lot of people who are not as talented as you who steal the life from people who are talented. I just don't like that personally. I feel like that's trash. You know, they get around you so that they could get your light, your shine. Um, and then they'll try to discard you. You know, I can't get down. I feel it a different type of way. That's like if Josh is working with another guy who does photography, and this nigga sees that Josh has an amazing eye. This nigga is great at color grade, and this nigga attaches himself to Josh. You know, locks in on what Josh is great at, takes Josh's fire, and then just like, I'm the greatest. Like, no, nigga, I was there shooting. Like, I can't get down with no personal. Him and Kanye be talking the same way. All this I'm the GOAT type stuff. Like, bro, like some of them beats you didn't even make, yay. Some of them songs that's so great, you didn't even write, my G. And you talking about how are you the greatest? You just have a great catalog.
And I understand that, but all I'm saying is, I feel like everybody, like, I don't know no artist who make the beat, who do this and do that and do everything for the song. That's all I'm saying. So everybody got a
Yeah,
team.
bro, I was just thinking the same shit. Like
Everybody
everybody
got
needs
a
a
team.
team.
But I understand what you're saying because you saying like he taking all the credit, like he ain't giving out enough. I
Like
feel
he
you
ain't
on.
acknowledging his team that much. That's what he basically saying.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, the nigga, I don't want to hear that GOAT talk. when you a dude who really just putting in maybe 10 to 15% of the energy.
But it's a lot of artists that consider themselves go top, but they don't acknowledge their team though. What makes them different from Drake?
Well,
No,
Across
it's just.
across the board too. Across the board, all genres.
But look, we only talk about Drake because this nigga is in a certain position.
Yeah, Drake never put in that much work for real. He never did. Like,
Is
but I
that
don't think it's
true?
no nigga out there that's gonna sing that bitch like Drake or make people
I
feel
mean,
it.
that's the
all
whole
I'm saying.
point. That's the
Yeah,
whole point of it. But like, he only do that part. Like, you,
yeah, I feel you on that. But you gotta have a face behind the shit.
I don't think Drake ever writes. Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying,
Hold
like,
on.
do y'all think any songs that his team made for him, do y'all think any artist could rap it or like sing it better than him?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
That's all I'm saying.
yes, yes, yes.
That's what you
Facts.
got.
That's all
That's what
opinion
you got
based.
AI for.
Look,
That's
look,
what you
bro.
got AI for.
But look. You got See, this is the have. I wish y'all could bring up the Cam could bring up the video. It's Cardi in the studio,
All right,
and
let me see if I can pull up real quick.
Cardi
When
ain't
you
got.
doing the ad-libs.
Yeah, Cardi in there. Yeah. Now that's Cardi minus the magic. So what I'm saying is, we
That's
talking about
every
how.
artist. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't think
But
it's
this is what,
nobody out there that's just natural. Like, that's just him.
like, bro.
Yes, there is.
So when I do live shows, bro, there was a group, we did a So Far Sound. There was a group called YVR. The chick, as she sang, she sounded like a recording. Like no auto tune. She sounded immaculate.
If you guys could just check out your share screen, I got it queued up. Playboy Cardi.
Here you go.
Now, what video he talking about though?
This is just for those, keep the audience engaged so y'all can kind of see what we're saying. So this is Cardi recording. This Cardi recording without the secret sauce, without the engineers, this is just raw live recording. Here we go. We're gonna check it out real quick.
Bro, what is that?
Play that bit down.
This the #1 rapper right now.
But
look,
Can't
that
be
nigga
number
that's
one right now.
That's the #1 rapper
that
right
nigga
now.
right there, that nigga right next to him, that's the nigga right there.
That's the guy.
That nigga is a.
I know that, but that's not. You gotta have a face to it. That's all I'm saying.
And you
gotta have
also,
somebody that could deliver it.
and we also now,
You gotta be able to deliver it.
You
absolutely.
just saw his delivery. Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna come the same coming from me or Cam or you or everybody on here is not gonna sound like that. That's all we saying.
But hold on, we just heard how Cardi sound.
Right? And somebody fixed it for him.
Yeah, but this is the reality. So there's reality versus perceived reality. The perceived reality is when we hit play on I Am Music and you listen to the reality that they created. The reality is that video that we just watched, that's Cardi's actual talent. That's that nigga's actual skill. Realness.
You talking about
Yeah, bro.
That's
all he
that's
doing,
who
bro.
he is.
#1 rapper
So I
in the
want to
world
see
right
what
now.
this nigga Drake look like.
Exactly. I
I
want
want to
to.
see what this nigga Drake do.
So,
Can he actually sing?
so
Especially Travis Scott.
Yeah, look, that's another
I
one.
want to see Travis Scott for
I
sure.
want to see Travis Scott so bad.
bro, all you just go on
Yeah,
YouTube.
listen.
It's there. It's
He's
there.
all auto tune, bro. Travis
Absolutely.
Scott is nothing but auto tune.
He actually he brought recording with auto tune live to the game, to the industry. He brought that.
That's the, and then I seen Huncho do the little the cipher shit. He bought the auto
That's
tune with him
and
doing
I'm
that.
not gonna
I'm
lie,
like,
that's
all right.
That's
ass.
how they sound though.
That's ass.
If I'm doing something right and I see that it's working, I'm not gonna go to these platforms and not make sure I'm straight, make sure I'm
But does that
sounding
make
how
it?
I'm
Does
supposed
that
to.
make it right though?
If people like it,
Wait, okay. So let
well
me
look,
ask. Let me ask this. Let me pose the question. So if you are up and coming rapper, right? Not you, just
right.
anybody. You're up and coming rapper, and you actually live in your raps. You're doing all these crimes, doing all of this
That just makes
street
you more
stuff.
authentic. That's all.
But does that make it right? Because that is working. That's giving you, I guess you could say, acclaim. That's giving you, that's boosting your career. But does that make it right? What about integrity?
But I mean, shit. Most of the people I listen to, I know, goddamn, this shit real. Like, think about it. 21. You know, like the shit they saying, is real because we look like we in the city. Feel me? But outside of that, like whatever them niggas right, we don't know that. I feel like that ain't even my job to figure out.
No.
If that shit sound good, I'm turning it on.